Morning children. Today we are going to discuss a topic from the civics lesson part, outcomes of democracy. So the next lesson, third chapter we are going to discuss. Here there are many things to discuss about the democracy. How can we know the result of democracy? Without comparing the one thing to another, we don't know the correct results. So we are going to compare this democracy with other form of government like a dictatorship, monarchy. Likewise, we should compare the democracy with the other forms of government. So, how do we access democracy's outcome? How can we know the outcome of democracy? Here there are 5 points I mentioned here. I will go through one by one. First, promote equality among citizens. So in the democracy country, we have that equality among the citizen. The next, enhance, to improve the dignity of individual. Each and everyone should have their own dignity, their respect. So we should enhance the dignity. Third one, improve the quality of decision making. So decision making is an important skill we should have in that democracy. We should look overall the people, because in our country there are different types of people are living and there are many divisions based on the language, caste, places, so culture. These are the many different parts in our country. So we should consider these kinds of division and we should take decision making in every part and provide a method to resolve conflict. When we get the conflict, we should have some different method to handle that kind of conflict. And last one is that allow rooms to correct mistakes. So usually we can find many mistakes in all the countries, but how we are allowed to correct the mistake? We are adjusting the mistake or we are correcting the mistakes. So when we adjust, the mistakes will grow, or else if we correct the mistakes will reduce. As a democratic country, we should correct the mistakes. So this is that how do we access democracy's outcome. So these are the 5 points. The second topic is that accountable, responsive and legitimate government. So this is that 3 things which it produce, means democracy produce these 3 things. How it's possible we can see. In a democratic country, people have right to choose their rulers and control over the representatives. They can ask the questions, whatever they want, they can do with their representative. And people can participate in decision making if they want. They can participate. And the government, the democratic government should be accountable to the citizens. Whatever they are doing, they are accountable to the citizen only, not to any other part. Only accountable to the citizens. And responsive to the citizen in their need and expectation. So people have some expectation, our government should be like this and this should be happening in our country. These are the, if it is there any expectations and needs of citizens, they should respond to the citizen. And decision making. How can they make decisions? Based on the norms and procedures. Without norms means rules and regulations. There is a rules. So based on the rules and law, they should make a decision. And people can take parts in decision making. They can also taking part in the decision. If anyone's need this kinds of result, means the group of people engage and they can participate in taking decisions. And last one is that democratic government, how it should be. The democratic government should be people's own government. This is that important word, people's own government. This is called as a democratic government. So third topic is that economic growth and development. So in that democratic country, how the economic will grow and how we will get the development in that economic sector. So these are some points we can going to see about the economic growth and development. So the economic growth and development, depends upon the several factors. What are the several factors? One, country's population size. What is the population? So if we have more populations, we cannot show some growth. So based on that, first, population. Second, global situations. So that climatic conditions, the location of our country, the resource of our country, these are all things. And cooperation from other countries. So we can import and export the products with other country. So we need some cooperation from other countries also. So it depends. And the fourth one is that economic priority adopted by the country. How much we are giving importance to the economic growth. So first of all, we should give the importance to the economic growth, then only we can get the growth, or else we cannot get the growth and development in economic sector. So already we discussed what about that democracy's outcome in economic growth. Here is that there is a significant difference between in dictatorship and democracy. So there is a variation in dictatorship government or democracy government. So mostly we can get the positive outcome in democracy country in theoretical form. But what is the real fact? We will see in the next topic, that is economics outcome of democracy. So usually the relationship of democracy with economic growth and inequalities. That means economic inequalities. What is the connection between this democracy, economic growth and economic inequality? So this is the three-dimensional relationship. We will see that. First, here we say democracy shows that positive outcome, but what the real fact is, dictatorship's regime has had a slightly better record of economic growth. So here we said positive outcome in democracy, but real fact is dictatorship regime has had a slightly better than the record of economic growth. And second one is a very high degree of inequality within the democracy. So we are in a democracy country, but there are many inequalities between that. Rich people get more opportunity, poor people get less opportunity. So for example, if I have more money, I can invest more in share market in the economic sector, I will get more income. So gradually I will get more. And if I get a low income, low salary or low money, I can invest very less. Then my profit also very less. So what happened? Rich get more rich and poor get more poor. So this is that inequality between that rich and poor people in our country. The last one is that inequality of opportunities to the poorer sections of the society. So this is the reason we are getting inequality. What is that? Inequality of opportunity. So how much we are getting the opportunity in the society? So already I said, those who have the strength, the power, they are getting more opportunity. Others, they didn't get that more opportunity. For that results, we are getting back in that economic outcome in our democratic country. How can we reduce these kinds of economic inequality in our society? We will see in the next topic, children. Children, once again, we will go through the notes. I will show you in this notes in the board. You can go through and read your books along with these notes. Once again, repeatedly watch this video and get your clear point of view. Thank you, children.